Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name's Benson. That's Kristen. Welcome back.
Dang, I was gonna say my own name when you said
I beat you to it.
I know, I really was. Usually you're like, what's yours? I was gonna be like, Kristen.
Stopped you in your tracks. We're actually back just to kind of review some stuff. So, of course, you know, bariatric surgery patients, yada, 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 that's all there. So we're always looking for some new protein flavored thing that tastes okay and kind of fills the void where you can't have bread and things. So like you're eating tuna salad, you're not supposed to have a lot of bread or a lot of crackers. So
and
we're
lettuce apparently kills you after surgery.
Well, some people. You haven't tried. You're scared to try lettuce because you've heard too many horror stories.
I've had like shredded lettuce in taco salad, but other than that,
I think you'll be okay. I think you got to be a little more adventurous. Anyway, so you're always looking for, especially like something crunchy, because 9 times out of 10, if you're going to get something crunchy, you're either getting pork rinds, bacon, or croutons, crackers, and things like that, chips.
Yeah, I'm having a mixed feeling about pork rinds right now.
And so we had heard there were items out there, and Kristen was in Walmart 4 weeks ago and was walking around the protein aisle of the Walmart, and she found these chips, and they're called Quest chips.
It's actually not how it happened, but yeah.
So this is the bag we got.
Well, this is the new bag that we got. The one I got was nacho. It looked like Doritos, and it was nacho cheese flavor.
Yeah, and she didn't care for the nacho cheese flavor, which I didn't mind. I thought it was okay. These are sour cream and onion. Now, what's cool about these is there are 5 carbs per bag, but it's 21 grams of protein. So your carb to protein ratio is really good. And these can be used basically as a cracker. The seasoning that's on them is great at first, like when it first hits you, but it kind of goes away really quick and you're just left with like this very plain tasting cracker chip. They're very thin and crispy, so they're not going to hold a lot of like weight on them. They'll break pretty easy. But if you're looking for something that you can kind of scoop tuna salad with or
like crumble it up in some dip or something and eat that. It gives it
adds some kind of new crunchy texture. So, and they're pretty good. These are sour cream and onion. Now, I know we got these on Amazon, and I want to say we paid $17 for 8 bags, which is pretty expensive. It's like $1.80 a bag is what I think it came out to be.
That's cheaper than what they are individually.
Well, yeah, and that's always the case. You buy in bulk, you're going to get them a little bit cheaper. But still, you know, you're thinking...
I think at Walmart they were like $2.98 a bag.
Really? So probably $3.
Well, for that one. They didn't have a bunch of variety. They only had 2.
Right.
And it was the nacho cheese one or like original. Which I don't want to know what original tastes like.
It's probably just a salty potato chip.
But,
We'll try them out one day. Another thing that we tried recently was Wisp. Was it Wisp? I can't remember the name of it now. I think it was Wisp. I'll have to verify. The little Parmesan, they were Parmesan cheese crackers, and basically it was just Parmesan that was sprinkled in a circle and baked until it was crispy. I liked them. They did make Kristen sick, but I think it's because they were just very rich. And those were pretty good. Those had no carbs because they were just cheese. So that's another alternative. This came up as a suggested item when I was ordering the chips because I knew we wanted to get those. And so I did a little bit of research on these and decided to try them out. These are called Twin Peaks Ingredients Protein Puffs. And these are garlic Parmesan flavor. For every cup of these, and they look like cheese balls. They kind of have the same consistency of cheese balls. For every cup of these, it's 2 carbs and 21 grams of protein. Let's see.
130 calories.
Yeah, it's 130 calories for a cup of these, whereas these are 140 calories for the whole bag. Some of the ideas that were given with these were like put it on salads and stuff like that. So we have tried both of these snacks. So, on your opinion, which one did you like more?
The balls.
You like the little cream puff balls. These were $25 for this whole container. This isn't a very big container.
It's only 10 servings.
It's 10.6 ounces. So if you eat 1 cup servings, like it suggests, there's only 10 cups in here. But honestly, that's a lot because just like a cheese puff, it gets very like heavy.
Well, and it's a snack too,
Yeah.
so it's not something you're gonna eat
All
all
the
day
time.
to try to get all your protein out of. You're only looking at eating it in between your meals.
Right. Or like, let's say you wanted a salad for a meal, you throw a cup of these into your salad.
And then it's got protein. Woo!
Yeah, whereas like just a standard salad, like lettuce has very, very little protein. Like we use baby spinach usually, it's got very little protein. You'd have to eat like 5 pounds of spinach, baby spinach leaves to get like 8 grams of protein. It's crazy. So you could use these to add like texture and protein to a salad,
I
or
don't know that I'd put them on a salad. But
you don't think so?
I don't know, because I don't like croutons on salad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
No, something to try. I'm trying to think what else you could use these for. I mean, you could add some kind of crunchy texture to almost anything. So she liked the puffs more. They had a better flavor.
I like them better, but I don't. I mean, like, I would eat both.
Right.
So I mean, it's not. I won't eat the nacho ones.
Because you didn't like those.
They were too thick for me. These are like a cracker, whereas the nacho ones were like Dorito shaped, and they were thicker, and
Right.
I didn't like that.
Those would be a little bit more substantial if you were using them to dip stuff.
Yeah, like in tuna or something
Yeah.
like that. But then even still, nacho cheese flavored tuna sounds really gross.
I will say, I think I like the protein puffs a little bit more as well. The flavor stayed on them a lot longer, whereas these, like, within a few seconds of you getting them in your mouth, the flavor, like, dissipates, and then you're kind of stuck chewing just a plain cracker, which can end up tasting like cardboard.
Well, and I think, but at the same time, kind of, that's why you want that. So for some people, the flavor may not.
That's
matter.
true. If you're just looking for a new texture that's protein, these work out really well. So if you're gonna use them and mask the after flavor, like if you were dipping them in stuff, then you wouldn't even notice that flavor's there. Because we had a spinach artichoke dip that was like sugar free. It had like no carbs in it, but it didn't have any protein.
But it was really good.
Yeah, it didn't have any protein in it, so we used the chips to dip it in that, and you couldn't taste the chips. It was just a crunchy texture under the spinach artichoke dip, and that made it really good. So,
well, that's what I'm saying. So the flavoring on it might not matter so much as the texture of it, because again, you're coming from not being able to have all those. What?
No, you're right. I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying anything. You're right, and that's the thing is, when you're getting these, and like we said, the flavors are great for these, but once that powder flavor wears off, you just get that protein-based crisp. But most people, they're looking for a snack that's crunchy. It changes flavors because beans are just like. You're looking for a new consistency, a new flavor profile, a new texture profile, so that it kind of changes things up and makes it less boring to eat the same things. Mm-hmm. So,
but just remember, they're snacks. They're not like, don't try to get this and then eat it as your protein for the day. Like, don't do that. That's not I don't think that's what this is made for. You're not going to get all the stuff you need. But for this one, it is gluten-free and soy-free. It also says it contains milk, but it says it uses a milk protein isolate. So,
well, and if they use them,
easier on people who don't.
And so she's right. These are really designed for people who have a hard time not snacking, or as a alternative to a bag of potato chips, or a bag of crackers, or bread.
Or like if you don't care for protein bars that you're eating in between meals, things like that. Them. Well, that's what I'm saying. So instead of, like, because you have your breakfast, whatever, eggs, like for instance, eggs, whatever, and then you're supposed to have a snack.
Right.
Well, a lot of people's go-to is protein bars because that's what we know has protein in it. That's what they're made for. But some people don't like like you don't like protein bars.
Terrible.
I have a problem with Cake Bites sometimes because they're so dense.
Yeah.
But this is an alternative that you could get. One, you're getting the protein that you would get in a protein bar.
Right.
And two, it's not dense like a protein bar, so it's not like heavy. Mm-hmm. And that's my problem with protein bars, is that they tend to sit really heavy on you because of the way they're made.
Right.
And the texture.
These would be great, and so would these. If you're going to any kind of theme park, if you're going any kind of outing, You could take a cup of these and throw it in a baggie, throw it in your backpack. You could just throw this whole bag in your backpack. And then if, you know, you can just sit there and eat those throughout the day, or just sit down and eat those for a snack while you're out in the parks, or you're out doing any kind of adventure, and you're still getting your protein, but you're not getting all the carbs and stuff. So we just wanted to share that with you. We had gotten these and tried them, and we enjoyed them, and we know how hard it can be to find a protein alternative.
These are gluten-free too. I'm just saying those are important things to know.
Yep. We just how hard it is to find decent tasting protein items that make it easier to hit your protein goals.
And there's other stuff that we want to try too. There's other flavors of the Quest chips. I think there's other flavors.
There
of
were
the
two
protein.
other flavors of this one, like a jalapeno and something else. I can't remember what the other one was.
This one's got like, there's a bunch of these, I know. And Quest isn't the only one that makes the protein chips. There's a couple of other places that have variety protein chips. I think I'm gonna order some of those next time. Through like Celebrate has their own variety, and they have like a coconut one that I want to try, because you know I like those coconut puffs. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. It's just finding what works for your palate, because it's different after surgery.
Yeah, and we know that it's hard for some people to spend $25. I mean, this is like, look at this.
It's not even the size of a protein powder.
Yeah, it's barely
container.
the size of a small protein powder. So we know how hard it can be. I mean, even at $1.80 a bag, that's kind of crazy, because there's not a lot to this.
Not when you can go to Sam's and buy a big box of Skinny Pop variety baggies that's like 24 in a box for $12.
Well, and potato chips, they're cheaper. You know, you get a whole bag of potato chips for $2 and stuff like that. So
it's expensive living.
We get it. We know how hard it is for people to spend that kind of money on these things. So for us to be able to tell you the price, to review them for you, and to give you alternative options that are out there, because we know, you know, we understand.
At least knowing that if you buy it, it may be something that you'll like. Like for us, it's something we like, so we spent the money, so we can tell you that it's something that we found edible.
Yeah, so we had tried the nacho cheese version of these, and she didn't like them. No. So I ordered sour cream and onion, and then saw these and ordered these on a whim, because I was like, oh, 21 grams of protein, 2 grams of carbs, it's crunchy, let's get it, let's try it. So it's not like we ordered these knowing we were going to like these. We ordered these with the off chance that we would hate them, because we have bought
vitamin review too.
Because we have bought a huge amount of protein items and just hated them, like protein bars, protein powders.
Well, you have more problems with that stuff. I tend to eat it whenever I'm at work. I keep it in my desk.
Yeah, so I mean,
But you did not like them. What were they, like My Bars or something like that protein? They were like cake flavored or something.
I don't know, they weren't good.
But you didn't like them. And they had a lot of protein in them. They were like 21 grams of protein. They were high carbs though.
Yeah, that might have been
which was weird. But there was another one that I found actually the same day I bought the nacho cheese ones. That were cake bites. I think they're called My Cake Bites. I think. But they were cherry ones. And I actually didn't mind those. They're hard to get through an entire pack because they're so dense. But even if I only eat 2 of them, I'm getting most of the protein in it. So it's not as bad. But they are high carbs still. Yeah,
but your nutritionist told you it would be okay. Because you were using them as a snack supplement. Yes. So. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know if you have heard of a high protein, low carb snack that you're curious to try, and we'll definitely look into it and see if we can't order it and maybe give it a try and review it for you guys. Like we said, we took a whim on these, and we know how hard it can be going into the surgery. Yes. Because we're not millionaires, you know, we can't just buy things, hate it, and throw it away and go buy something new. We understand. Yeah, we're gonna run the risk of getting stuff that we hate. We're gonna run the risk of getting stuff that we hate, and that's a possibility. So it's there. And so just, you know, let us know some stuff you'd like to see us try, and we'll see if we can't give it a shot. So thanks for watching. We love you guys. Till tomorrow.